thank everybody. Welcome y'all to the Love Movement Podcast. I'm the Musty Man CB, my girl Toya Capri, and Lady Z. I gave them vacation, so they don't have to show up for the whole month of August. And they well deserved. They work hard. They make the videos, do the outlines, make me look smart. And
Nice.
when I ain't smart, but at the end of the day, ladies, thank you. Enjoy the rest of your summer, and we got you. We also want to thank uh, our fans. I mean, the special people, the people that keep us going. When they look at the page and I see 1,400 and 3,000 people then tuned in and took a look at it, just to see what it is. It makes me feel good. So I want to say thank you to them. And I also want to say thank you to my sponsors. I got Costa de Porres, Maywood Cigar Spot. Nice cigars, nice little relaxation. Great guy, Greg. Thank you. I appreciate you, man. You guys got to call him up, look at him, and make sure you can get in. He got memberships. He have special events, football games, all of that. So he's doing a lot of things down there. Then we got Chicago Chicken Shack, the Chicken Wayne King. He's something special. Now he got that truck and he rolling. He all over the place. And thank you, Stacy's Cafe in Bellwood. Y'all call Stacy. She serves a nice little meal. And we also got the Blue Note. As always, they have different occasions that you can rent out. Please give them a call. Then we have Violet Shy. They got them special, them specials. Come and say hi. They got all of that good stuff over there. So go check them out. They got daily specials. Then we got The View. They celebrating their 1-year anniversary last week, but I think they're going to continue. They're going to keep going. They got a happy hour now that starts at 5 o'clock. They have a full kitchen, full menu, the whole 9 yards. So they doing good things over there. And you have to honor, the fact that this community is changing. It's not the community that it used to be. When we had to go downtown and we had to go all other places. Now we can come right here, Forest Park. That's what I'm gonna talk to this group about right now. We have a lot of things that's happening right here in our area. So, but then, man, I had a chance to go to Stoney Gillespie's Cigar Week, Chicago Cigar Week. Oh my God, it was awesome. And then Tisha Carter had a foundation. She had a modeling show with a hair show and a hat show, and I mean, she had about 600 people in there.
Wow.
And it was nice, man. I was like, man, listen, job well done. Class act. We salute the Chicagoland area because a lot of people don't understand how we working. I mean, there's some people doing something. So those are the people that we show love to. That's why we call it the love movement. We trying to say you can do it too, and some of them have different ways. Like I told my sons, both of them, there's different ways to get to the top of the mountain. Everybody don't get to the top the same way, right? And some people don't get there on the same side. But at the end of the day, we had two great events. And my man Moonshine Slim, his birthday party is Saturday at the View. He gonna be at the View, so we got to come out and we got to support them. So, without further ado, I have the dynamic duo, which I always call them, Denise and Rick, and then we have a new young man on the show today, the White Culprit, owner of Gold Elite
Jewelers, yep, yes, sir.
And that's a family-owned business.
Yep, been around for 30 years.
30 years. Okay, so tell us a little bit about who you are and how you collaborated with these two.
Okay, well, just to kind of make things short, been a business owner for all my life, just about. I have a jewelry and diamond store in Broadview. We do custom design work. I own a lot of real estate. Own a daycare center, family center downtown Chicago. I've been in the restaurant business for a long time. I teamed up with Denise and Rick about 12 years ago, opened up a Surf's Up in Maywood. and just been getting it in ever
That's
since.
that's on 7th and Roosevelt, right?
Yeah, 713 West Roosevelt Road, right across the street from the hospital.
Okay, so tell us about the jewelry shop. I mean, you've been there 30 years. What all do you do? What's the dynamics of the jewelry shop?
Yeah, well, we specialize in custom diamond rings and engagement rings. So we do everything custom. So we are a full service shop. We do jewelry repair, we do watch repair, we customize. So if you had a design, we can do. So we're part of the Jewelers Board of Trade. We're the largest black jewelry store in this side of the United States, as far as volume, and then just getting it in. So that's what we're about.
So what made you get into that game? Was your dad did he
No,
bring
he
you?
had no idea about jewelry, actually, just buying it. Actually, we owned a couple other businesses before when I graduated out of high school. I wanted to make some extra money. So I teamed up with a guy that his dad was a coin dealer. So he traded coins and diamonds.
Okay.
So I wanted to make some extra money. So I started buying wholesale from him and turning around selling it to my mom's friends. I was doing like Black Women's Expos, things like that, trying to make some money on the side. So fast forward a little bit, we started to add more business. I opened my first jewelry shop actually in Denise's hair whiz salon back in Forest Park.
Y'all got a history.
We got history go way back. So started doing that real good, marketing to her customers as well, and just started building from there. And then moved over to Broadview, and we opened up in a little shop there. And then maybe 5, 6 years later, we opened up on Roosevelt in 18th and Roosevelt in Broadview.
18th Roosevelt. That's all right. Now, Rick and Denise, you guys you sell the franchises for Surfs Up, and you had a business prior to that, prior to Surfs Up, and you're transitioning with a collaboration with him. Tell us about what we looking forward to about the Rhythm and Blues Cafe.
Well, thanks for having us.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
So the Rhythm and Blues Cafe was a vision that my husband had came up with the name a few years ago, and so we had really started, trying to figure out how we were going to make it work, what we were going to do, and so when we had recently closed the Surfs Up on North Avenue, we had came over to Forest Park to kind of look at that space. When we looked at that space, we were initially going to make it a Surfs Up, and then we was like, you know what, let's try to roll with the other concept. And so since that was already trademarked and it already kind of had that little bluesy feel to it, we came in, redecorated the place, revamped the place, laid it out, and now it's ready to roll. The Rhythm and Blues Cafe, 7522 Madison Street.
Madison
Forest Park.
Street. Now, go ahead, Rick. What the so now when are we expecting to hear the live bands and stuff?
Okay, so currently we're waiting on the village for live for an entertainment license. We need that in order to do the live music. So looks like everything is progressing in a good way. So I'm thinking probably like towards maybe within a month. We're also going to be going into Soldiers Field with Surfs Up. So we're going to be doing concessions in Soldiers Field this
okay.
year.
All right.
So I'm trying to balance all of that because we're trying to get all of our compliance stuff out the way for Soldiers Field so we can be in there. They got a Metallica concert next Friday and Saturday.
Yeah.
So we're trying to get our stuff, get all of our employees so they can do like the training and everything so we can get them all in there for next Friday. But once we get that done, then we're going to go back to the village with the entertainment license. I mean, we already applied for it, so by the end, but we're not going to probably do anything until we get the whole Bears thing going first.
Man, we're looking forward to it because we need that out here.
Right.
We definitely
gonna
need
be
the
nice.
live entertainment. We
Yes.
definitely need to, and to say it right, go to our own spots.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Support our own people. That's what it's all about. Because I've done it all, and I've been a few places, and I'm trying to bring it to a point. Whereas if I have to, I only do it if I have to.
Right.
But I'm gonna make it easy to support my own people.
Oh yeah.
But if I had to go somewhere else, I'm gonna get mad. But if I can go to the Rhythm and Blues Cafe and I listen to me some live
Which
music,
you've been coming quite a bit. to
oh
Rhythm
yeah,
and Blues
I'm
Cafe.
coming.
He's a regular.
Yes, I'm definitely
We
coming.
appreciate
But
it.
at the end of the day, I like the concept. I mean, the DJ that you guys have, and the food is good and all of that. But there's a lot of sometimes when we do different collaborations that we have to sit down. We have to understand the dynamics of what we're trying to do. Now, you guys are putting together not only the Rhythm and Blues Cafe, but you got a menu. And what does that menu look like?
You want to take this one, Wayne?
Okay. So we are featuring, since we were from Surf's Up, we had to have a few Surf's Up favorites on there. So we have, of course, the catfish dinner. We have the shrimp. We also added on jambalaya. We now have burgers. Yeah, burgers off the chain. Everybody always talking about, our fried biscuits, our fried green tomatoes. So, of course, those are some fan favorites. But, we had to come in with a few different things. We have some combinations out there. So everything is fresh. We even added fried pickles. So, and we have something great that a lot of people are talking about, this plant-based sausage that we have.
Right.
Yes, it's really good.
Plant-based hot link.
Plant-based.
Oh,
It's
really?
a hot link.
It's a bomb.
I remember you gave me a vegan shrimp one time.
Yeah,
We was
right,
over
right,
there.
Right.
We was at the Maywood Fest, and I was like, "Man, what is this?"
Right.
And I tasted it, and it tastes just like shrimp. It was good.
Right.
Yeah, and
It's about that texture.
So you guys, you explore with your menu. Evidently, you got some great chefs because y'all frying lobsters over here, and you're doing po' boys over here. And how do you separate that? How do you separate your menus like that?
You know what? It's tricky. It's tricky. So we this Sunday, just to put this out there, we're doing like a breakfast / brunch type of deal.
Down home.
Because right now the Rhythm and Blues Cafe, we don't
10
open
o'clock.
till 4. Right.
I'll
10
be there.
10 to 3.
10 to 3.
Down
I'll
home.
be there.
Down home breakfast brunch.
Home soul breakfast.
Yeah.
So my wife, she's a great cook. So she's been cooking for a while, and not only that, she actually is a chef also. But she never really worked as a chef in a job. So we kind of took what she was already doing, and then brought a lot of what she was making for me at home. It's kind of like we started off with the menu, and then I was a corporate income tax auditor for the Florida Department of Revenue. This was back in around 2011, right when I first started Surf's Up. And during that time, I used to do a lot of traveling to Tallahassee because I was still in Chicago at the Chicago Service Center. But I would travel to Tallahassee, and I'd be there for a couple of weeks training. And Denise would come down there with me. So while we were down in Tallahassee, we would go and visit the restaurants down there. And we really liked what they were doing. They had a few different types of seafood. Then you can get them a few different ways. Everything was pretty much a la carte. You can get it grilled, you can get it fried, you can get it blackened, buffalo. And we kind of wanted to take what we were doing down there because we really liked it and bring that back here and kind of started to use
Put a twist on it.
Yeah, put a twist on it, put our own twist on it, and like a little Chicago flavor, and
Hennessy barbecue sauce.
right, exactly. Trying to do little different things.
And and that's all right. So in the process of trying to open your own business and try to do it, you got to go through the red tape and you got to do that. What are some of the obstacles? What are some of the things, the challenges that you guys have in this process?
Yes.
Our biggest challenge has been the fact that when we came in there, we didn't know that it was an entertainment license needed for Forest Park. So that was our biggest obstacle because we found out later we had already had the bands booked. We were ready to roll for that Saturday that we opened. Yeah. And then we come to find out that in Oak Park, we had comedians, we had karaoke. We had a lot of different events going on. We always had live bands whenever we wanted to do it, so when we found out that we couldn't do that in Forest Park, that was kind of disheartening.
Yeah.
But we've been, of course, whenever you open a business, whatever you do is going to be challenges, right? And I've learned that, as you challenges and obstacles, but as you get past those, it really makes you stronger. So we've made a lot of mistakes from the beginning, from when we first started Surf's Up until now, but we've learned. So, one thing I try to keep in mind is that one is not a sprint, it's a marathon. So I try to, just take it slow, put pieces together as you go, kind of, because you'll stress yourself out, trying to get it. You think you got to get everything done before you start, and you'll never start. You know what I mean? So I've learned how to just get up and start off with the basics and kind of add on as we go.
Okay.
And it seems to be better that way to me.
Okay. And just Dwight, being a black jewelry owner, what were some of the challenges that you guys had?
Well, like I said, I've been in business for like 30 years, right? So to this day, a lot of people think my shop is like owned by like an Indian owner or a Chinese owner. And so to this day, they don't really know it's black owned. So
Okay.
getting people out of that kind of that mindset, getting their jewelry they can from a brother. There's going to be a diamond. It's going to be real. I think that was one of the hardest obstacles. But as I started to do like an organic build, like we're doing over at Rhythm and Blues, just taking one customer at a time, getting that experience, and they understand it, and they tell someone else, and that word of mouth keep going and going. It had kind of worked for me over the years. But I want to really kind of take it now to mainstream. I kind of been sitting back, relaxing a little bit on cruise control. So I kind of want to go get the business more out there. So you guys are going to see me coming soon, doing more social media posts, more shout outs, letting people know more of my work, because we're a custom shop. So we do, diamond engagement rings. We can do 2, 3, 4 carats. It doesn't matter. We can customize your name, whatever, you want to do in jewelry. But one of the things is we're full service. So we can do jewelry repair. We can pop jewelry back to life. We got an amazing watchsmith on the premises, amazing goldsmith on the premises that really can, design and get your piece right at a great price. So sometimes people pay the money to get a diamond from the other places, right? I don't want to say any names, but a diamond is a diamond as long as you're matching the qualities up. So with me, you're saving some money, you're getting a good quality piece, and then plus, you're supporting the community. I'm when I first got involved, everybody's like, "Why don't you go downtown?" I was like, "No, I'm gonna stay in the community because I'm from Broadview. I was raised in Maywood, and I wanted to keep it local." And
y'all see, we got some great people in the Chicagoland area that y'all didn't even know nothing about.
That's right.
708-223-8953. If you got something that you want to ask this young man and about his jewelry and about the restaurant business or whatever the case might be. Now, do you go to the jewelry shows, New York, Paris?
Yeah, well, I haven't been to Paris yet, but I've been to New York. I've been to the Vegas show. I've been around for a while, so I've been to the Atlantic show. I've been to the Baltimore show. So I
recently went to Dubai.
Yeah, recently went to Dubai. I had some business out there that I'm working on with lab-grown diamonds, where you'll be able to have a great look, but save a lot of money.
I don't know if you play the stock market, but play it for them. They're gonna have a gambling casino.
Yeah,
in Dubai, and brother, it's gonna hit it's gonna tear it up.
Yeah.
So if you play the stock market, you better look into that investment.
Cool.
That's anywhere in the Middle East. Middle East is finna bring gaming and gambling, and it's gonna be worth a lot of money.
Funny you said that. Yeah, they're working on building it right now. So yeah, that's gonna be good business.
Yeah, I went to Dubai in February. It was like, oh my, I couldn't believe all this stuff.
Wasn't it beautiful? Man.
Abu Dhabi and all of them other places. It was great.
Next level, right?
But so the shows that you went to in New York, what do they present? How do they see? This is what I'm saying. It's very unique that we have black jewelers that I've ever heard of. It's something that it ain't no like, hey man, it's 25 of us. I didn't. I've drive past there. I've worked at Maywood since '82.
Right.
Drive past there. Didn't know you was a jeweler,
a young black man.
Yeah. So now, when I found out the collaboration you guys are doing with Rhythm and Blues Cafe, and then Roy said, "Man, he got that jewelry store across the street from Trevor." I said, "What?" I thought that was owned by some Italians, some Jews or something like that. So for you to come into the game, man, I commend you, my brother.
Thank you, brother.
That's beautiful. But in the shows, what do they teach you guys? Do they teach you how to cut diamonds?
Actually, over the years, I've learned a lot about, stones, how to identify, different qualities in stones, how stones are cut, how they're designed. Just learned a lot. I've taken a lot of classes throughout the years. So I'm pretty knowledgeable on just about anything gemstone or diamond related. Yeah.
Hey, I just thought about something. We were at the Rhythm and Blues Cafe. We had found a piece of little jewelry on the floor, and I was like, "Man, I wonder if this is real." The white picked it up, talking some. Nope.
Yeah, but man, that is so awesome. I mean, that you go through, but they should tell a real history about diamonds. They won't do that. Yeah. They won't bring you into a seminar and say we stole these diamonds from Africa, we stole these diamonds from, and and if it wasn't for us, they wouldn't have it.
Exactly.
Right.
You dig what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
And that's a whole nother seminar, a whole nother show.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
we'll do
Absolutely.
that too,
Yeah,
because
absolutely.
I'll step into the dark side.
Yeah,
I don't mind stepping
I'm
into
with
the
that.
dark side
Yeah.
because at the end of the
Yep,
day,
I agree.
the truth should be told.
Yep.
But for you to do it, my
Yep,
brother,
absolutely.
I commend you.
Appreciate
And
that.
that's because you have to deal with a lot of stuff that you learn on your own, and then look at them in the eye and say, "I got you."
Right.
Yeah.
I got you.
Absolutely.
I
Yeah,
got you.
like I said, I'm JBT rated, so that's like
What
all
does
the jewelry.
JBT mean?
It's Jewelers Board of Trade.
Mm-hmm.
So they rate you amongst a lot of your peers, right?
Mhm.
So so I'm rated in the book actually. So just to be in the book, means a lot. That means
Right.
you have
All
your
you jewelry lovers
Mhm.
that
Yep.
go downtown
Yep.
on Wabash,
Yep. Jewelers Row.
Jewelers Row, all of y'all that go to the pawn shops.
Yep.
Now you got a brother that's doing this thing.
I got you.
Stop leading people along in North Riverside in the
Yep.
mall, leading people along all of them other places. Come visit my man.
Yeah, appreciate
Let's
it.
get him in the game.
Yeah,
Right.
appreciate
Let's keep
that.
him in the game, and that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
So
Right.
with the collaboration that you guys, how did it come about? How did it?
Yeah, I can. You want me to?
Go ahead.
Yeah. So like I've been knowing Denise for a while, over 25 years, right? So I've been in the restaurant business as well for probably about 15 years. So I'll never forget this. Me and the wife were sitting on the beach in Hawaii, right? So Denise hit me up. Man, me and my husband, we got a great idea for a great food concept. I'm like, man, what's going on? We're gonna call it. It's gonna be called Surf's Up. I was like, man, I'm on the beach looking at the surfers right now in Hawaii.
Right.
I'm like, okay, what's up? It was like
That's
a
a good one.
coincidence.
Right.
She called, and we happened to be looking at some surfers, surfing.
Right.
So I knew Dee was always a business lady, man. She's always been a lady of integrity and just a great person in the community. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I said, and then I know Rick, my brother, man, he's always been a positive brother, man, making moves silently, you know what I mean? Doing his thing. So I came back and man, I teamed up with him. I opened up the first store, Surf's Up. That was in Maywood. And then his sister opened one out south, you know what I mean? And so we started getting it rolling from there. So we started building like a family. So we were starting, putting different spots around the city and, and then of course it was brand new. So we were learning, like he was saying earlier, so we made mistakes and got back up, made mistakes, got back up. And so fast forward, when COVID hit, before COVID hit, I opened up 5 franchises. So I had one in Yorktown, we had one in Chicago Ridge, one out in Indiana, we had one down in South Loop, and then 3 months later, COVID hit. And man, we took a hit, right? The whole company, I believe, took a hit because we were setting up to, make a run for like a 20 or 30 store run.
Right. We were blowing up too.
Right?
In 2019.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
They were everywhere.
Right.
We were popping them.
In 2019, we were really blowing up.
Yeah, it was cracking. But when COVID hit, it kind of slowed it down. Now, did we give up when COVID hit?
Nope.
No.
Absolutely not.
No.
My man Rick stayed open. He was able to provide, work and stuff for the employees. I stayed open as well. There's a lot of single family moms that work for us. So we didn't want to make it. We didn't have to make them money, but as long as they had a job, was able to work, we were still gonna hustle.
Right.
So man, we kind of got over that and we kind of reload now. So with Rick's vision and Denise's vision on the next phase, it's gonna be amazing.
Yeah,
You know what I
we
mean?
got
So,
some great things
Yeah,
happening.
great things happen.
And
I
just
want
want
to
to say
get-
we're gonna I just want to put this out there. So we're planning on doing a tailgate on the Bears home opener
Yes.
September 8th against the Tennessee Titans. We plan on doing it big out there. We don't know exactly which parking lot yet. We're gonna do a little reconnaissance and go down there for one of the preseason games to try to pick our spot out. We're gonna do a big tailgate, just announcing that Surf's Up is gonna be doing concessions in Soldier Field. We're gonna be in the United Club. So it's that's where we're gonna be doing our concessions at the Soldier Field. So it's gonna be like with 100 level seats, the suites and everything. It's gonna be nice. But we're gonna do this tailgate September 8th. So anybody available that want to get out there early, we're gonna have the grills out there. We're gonna have the music out there. It's gonna be nice.
That's awesome. They played tonight too, don't
Yeah,
they?
they do.
The Hall
They
of
do.
Fame.
Yeah.
They played the Hall of Fame
So
game.
I want to give this fun fact. So when we were looking up the trademark, and my husband had already got the trademark going, he was like, "Wife, you know that Don Cornelius owned this trademark before us. It had expired rather. Yeah, it had expired. But Don Cornelius was the first owner of Rhythm and Blues.
Yeah.
So he
The
was already
cafe.
cafe. He was already gonna do it, but I guess he just never got around to it. He was too busy doing Soul Train, so
Right.
he
Right,
but
never
he
did
got it
trade-
done.
he did
But
have the
but he did
trademark.
own the
He had
trademark,
trademark,
so
yeah.
he was the
Before
original
I did.
person. So
Right.
So
That's
now
dope.
it's been 2 owners of that trademark, Don Cornelius and Eric Roy Jr.
Okay.
dope.
So how does that work when you trademark? That means you have to go teach them what they have to do.
So it's like this. So when I did the trademark for Surf's Up, I actually did it on my own. But now we've come a long way. So I got a trademark attorney. But that's kind of like why we went. That's another reason why we went ahead and opened the Rhythm and Blues Cafe, because so if you can trademark something right now, but if the business isn't open, so it's two things. You got 1A trademark request. So if you're doing that, that means that you're already open, you're already in business. So you can get that one done. Now you have a 1B trademark, that's intent to use. So that means that you intend to use this mark. So I trademarked it under 1B, and it gives you a certain time to open up a store. And then so you, I think it took maybe about 6 months to a year. Then you got to get an extension. So now that we're open, now I can send this information. Like I can send our signage, our menus, and all this to my trademark attorney, and then they can go ahead and turn it over to the 1A and get get registered.
Okay, so now how long is the trademark? Does it last forever, or
you have to get it every 5 years. You have to renew it.
Okay.
So you got to. That's how Don Cornelius, wind up losing it, because I guess he didn't keep it live. So every 5 years you have to renew it. But once you had it for a certain amount of time, like right now with the Surf's Up, it's at the point now where it's incontestable. So you can't even contest it. You know what I mean? So it takes a while, but once you have it for a while, then it gets to the point where it's not even contestable.
See, everybody look at the tangibles. They look at the fried catfish and fried onion rings. They look at the tangibles, but it's a lot of work that go behind that, man.
Oh, yeah.
And your little sister, I mean,
she's doing a thing.
She doing a thing. Eat my biscuits. I mean, she had to go through a water, but see, this was ballsy about her. She said, "I'm gonna take it to another state."
Oh yeah.
And she took it to another state, and from everything that all the people that go and come, and nothing but great things about it, and all the people that live in Atlanta.
She's doing
my family, my family know, and people are not aware of the behind the scenes stuff that you have to go through to make sure that it works.
Right.
And now you telling them, "Hey man, I got a lawyer." That means you got to pay that lawyer.
Oh, yeah.
That means that lawyer got to do what he's supposed to do.
Definitely.
That means that everything got to line up. So it's a beautiful thing, and I'm just proud of you guys, because
appreciate it.
It's something that I want to share with the Chicagoland area, that we could do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We could do it. It could be done. The jewelry store. I mean, come on now. I mean, we not even. That's boss.
Yeah, that's how.
That's boss. So if I ever buy some more jewelry, I know what I'm gonna do, because I didn't know you were here.
Okay.
I thought it was an Arab or an Indian, a Jew or somebody over there, because I never went inside.
Right.
And then you never know if you don't go.
That's true.
And speaking of
And he
another
fixed watches and stuff too.
another collaboration. So August 17th, we're going to have a collaboration, because as you know, I'm a hairstylist. And so I was recently talking with one of my clients, and she was telling me that her cousin had a boutique right next to Rhythm and Blues Cafe. So I started asking her, which one? She Boutique? And she said, no. I said, which one? Perfect Fit? She said, no. I said, which one? She said, Tantalizing Threads. I said, wait a minute, not Studio 76. I said, so that means it's 4 Black women-owned boutiques right there within a block radius of Rhythm and Blues.
But
so
you see that man's across the street. The guy got one. He got all the suits in the window. Everything. Yeah,
Okay,
y'all got about 5.
So we're going to have a boutique crawl. So that's 5 right there. A boutique crawl, and we're going to show support for all these Black-owned businesses right there. It's not even a whole block, but right there, that little square right there. And we can really show people that, we can come together and we can support them. So on August 17th, from it's going to start at 11, because the first two of the boutiques open at 11 o'clock. And then we're going to have voters registration at Rhythm and Blues Cafe. You can stop and have lunch, breakfast, dinner, whatever you want to have at Rhythm and Blues Cafe in between shopping. So I want everybody to shop till they drop, to show these Black-owned businesses that we are here to support them.
That's awesome. I want y'all to, y'all coming soon. I got my own collaboration that I'm trying to work on and deal with some things, but it's going to be called BAND.
Okay.
Black Alliance Network.
Yes.
Where we all get together and we work together.
I like that.
Everybody, BAND, Black Alliance Network. So I'm looking at it. I didn't put it out the idea to a few people, and I'm just kind of closing the deal. But I'm so happy for you guys, man. I truly thank you for coming on the show. You
Thanks for
guys,
having us.
Appreciate you, Chris.
Appreciate
man,
that,
listen,
Chris, yeah.
I'm gonna shout out every time I get a chance, you guys,
Nice.
because y'all finna become sponsors. And
Oh,
stuff.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
definitely.
yeah.
And
definitely.
that's what it's about.
Yeah.
And my thing is that, you know, sometimes you look at a husband and wife team and people look at it different. You know, I'm looking at you guys as like putting your heads together and you're giving each other credit. It ain't
Mhm.
like I'm taking all the credit
Right,
and
right.
all of that stuff. So it's a beautiful
It's a
thing to
team.
see
Thank
because
you. Thank you.
that's what I'm saying.
Mhm.
I need a teammate, not a roommate.
Yeah.
you dig? I need a teammate,
Right.
not a roommate.
I like that.
I ain't got time for that. Yeah, all of that is crazy.
Right.
So at the end of the day, from the bottom of my heart, from
Appreciate
the
that,
love
Chris.
movement,
Yes.
Zanitra Dunning, Toya Capri, y'all enjoy y'all vacation because we out of here. And as we tell everybody, treat people the way you want to be treated and never give up. They never gave up when they hit the road. They never gave up. They went a different direction. So
Mhm.
bless y'all. Appreciate y'all.
Thanks for having us.
Appreciate you. Appreciate you, Chris.
That's what's up. Appreciate you.
Just got dressed, need something to get into. Pretty girl on day, she just wanna have fun too. She know what